Talk to, 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 talk to.
Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Talk To. So today Shazani is not here. Then we have Ayuni as his replacement. Okay. So for today's episode, we actually brought in two new guests. We have Iqmal and Rasul. Cakap hi korang.
Hi.
Okay. So I will actually ask them to introduce themselves first. Starting with Rasul.
Hi, Rasul here. So I'm 26 this year. I've been in this line for coming 4 years.
Hi, I'm Iqmal. I'm 22 this year. I've been in this industry for less than a year.
Sabar, you are 22 years old.
Yes, I am.
Oh my god, babe. I thought you were like 27 or you're younger than me. Oh my god, you're
Younger than all
Yes,
of
I
us.
am.
Yeah. So how did you get to know about this job actually?
Back in my pre-university years, I actually, one of the news articles you see over there, I bumped into that like on my morning reading lah, sastra, bahasa sastra. I was a H2 Malay student.
Sastra apa?
Sastra tu mengkritik literature in English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
faham.
then like we had this ritual where I do morning readings of
Betul.
newspaper lah.
Faham.
So
Betul.
then I bumped into the article. Then that was the start of me indulging into finance a bit because I loved. I did it as a part of my project work back when I was in Pre-U 2. And then but I only got into contact like with an advisor here once I'm in my NS years, and then that's where I'm here now.
So have you macam you memang dah ada ni lah macam plan that you will be joining here ke macam mana, or it's just
I mean, as the cliche goes, no one wakes up to be a financial advisor.
true.
right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I did consider it because I felt that like finance, or more importantly like Islamic finance, because
Okay.
I'm also a part-time diploma in Islamic studies student. I
Okay.
feel that is something that is close to my heart. Because for me, my background is I was from the commerce stream for my pre-U years. So finance, economics, all this is not new to me in that sense.
Dia punya English chim gila je, babe.
Tu pasal aku tengokkan je.
Aku nak
Pasal
respond.
kita
Tapi aku
faham.
faham. Tapi
Aku
macam
faham, tapi nak balas
macam mana
balik
aku
tu
nak
macam-
jawab. Macam aku tengok je lah. Bila time aku berbual, bila macam tak pandai sangat, aku masuk.
Kan? Macam yap kat sini je tadi.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. How about Rasul? How did you get to know about this job?
Previously I
payah
was
sangat,
tak payah cim, ni Melayunya. So previously I was working as a technician lah. So back then it was during the apprentice. I think it was similar time as Kharisma also lah.
Yeah.
But 1 year before that, I actually saw through LinkedIn about Takwa's punya apprenticeship.
Yeah.
I think that's when I signed up for the punya interest, and I got an interview with one of the managers lah. So from there it didn't work out. So I thought macam okay lah, maybe not yet lah.
Oh, it didn't work out.
Yeah, it didn't work out. So I was having the interview with my lab coat on dengan mask lah that time.
Oh, serious
dengan
lah.
So I think macam tak bertempat lah.
Was that why?
I got to know, that was why. That was why.
So
So
pakai lab coat. Kalau pakai coat lain?
tak handsome lah. Dia pakai lab coat
ni
macam
handsome lah.
tengah
Kira ni
masak-masak.
handsome lah.
Tengah masak penat-penat.
Kena kerja kira kan?
It was during working hours.
Oh.
So tengah
okay.
OT malam tu.
Ni betrayal level apa sini? Dia tengah kerja, dia pergi interview.
Side hustle
Sia.
apa,
Oh,
side
outside
work,
hustle.
Yeah,
But then from there, I didn't get the position. But me and my partner, kita actually met with Ain lah. So from there we became agents dulu. Then Ain popped the question lah whether I want to actually venture out into the industry ke tak lah. So
Right.
initially it was her, tapi end up I went for the apprentice, and then it
Here
was
you are
similar
lah.
batch dengan Kharisma. Then from there, yeah, I'm back.
Okay, that's good. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so for today's topic, and today's podcast, we will actually be talking about pay transparency. Okay, so there is a lot of macam opinions regarding pay transparency, especially in companies, in relationships, especially when it comes to a husband and a wife. And then of course, the question is, should everyone know each other's salary? Okay, so I'm going to ask the both of you this question. Okay, what do you guys feel about pay transparency, and if everybody should know how much you're earning?
Oh, so basically in my opinion, right, like pay transparency is the...
Berbual Melayu sikit pun jangan cip
Oh,
sangat.
apa tu? Yelah, like macam pay transparency tu is more of like the more common thing nowadays because of the reason like it's what the government themselves are trying to push for, right? If you
Okay.
look at the recent rhetorics. Tapi
Rhetorics tu apa?
All the news that came out.
yeah, the
Kira
news
aku
that
nak
came
kena
Sambil Google.
Aku kena bodohi hype, bodohi fight, you know, so make it
Okay.
macam
Okay,
senang.
so basically then what I feel that is that the question is not really whether should everyone know, is that why would everyone needs to know, right? If you think about it, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like pay transparency, in my opinion, is like, if you know, you know lah. If you don't know, you don't know. If the person wants to keep private, then that's up to them, but it's their own choice.
Betul.
Tapi kalau you macam nak jadi macam makcik kipo tu kat bawah blok, tanya-tanya orang, kau dapat gaji berapa sih? You know, like that kind of thing. I think that's like a waste of time. Like, why are you wasting time asking people for their salary when you should be focusing on yourself and focusing on your own salary?
Betul.
Right. Tapi unless you're asking around like, kau dapat gaji berapa nak join my industry, then there's a different story lah. Kan?
Alright, that's true.
That's another point also lah, pasal you know where you stand in industry punya standard also.
Okay.
Yeah, so at least you know as a diploma what you should be earning in this specific field, as in IT ke apa. Yeah, so let's say if in IT, cakap lah basic is about 3,000 as a diploma, but then you're earning about 2.1. Then you know that I'm in the wrong place. Yeah, so I think quite subjective juga lah. I think you said something about macam in terms of partners. I think that's a different ball game already.
Yes, correct.
Right.
Yeah. So, but for example, if you guys are not in this industry, you guys are in a different company lah kirakan, okay, and then you get to know you have the same diploma as your colleague. You are working the same
Job scope.
You are doing the same things, responsibilities as this colleague of yours. Tapi gaji lagi sikit tau daripada. How would you feel about that?
Maybe by a quarter.
500 off plus minus
More maybe. I don't know.
Thought so.
Yeah.
How would you feel? Sorry.
Yeah. Because maybe tak tahu lah maybe another thing also to me, I tak macam terus sort lah. But I would ask lah macam, kenapa? Maybe
kau
you
terus
have
buka lab code kau.
buka
Lab
pakai
code
mouse tak lah. Terus aku will ask lah macam, maybe ada work experience ke before this.
Okay.
Maybe dia pun nak buat summer field of work maybe for 4 years. Then that's why dia gaji lebih.
Okay. Kalau tak ada experience?
Kira you guys are on the same level.
Baru masuk lagi.
Yeah, even if you seek to understand like kenapa is ini earn more, then when you make the comparison, there's actually nothing to be compared to. Sama, it's just probably he's rezeki lah dia dapat lebih. So in that situation, how would you react or what would you do actually?
I think firstly pun I think I will bring it up lah to the management. Macam to me payment has to be fair also what. Daripada if let's say you guys masuk at the same time education pun sama. So likewise I would question lah kenapa dapat lain
Right.
Yeah. Atau maybe just to answer that void lah macam kenapa.
Okay. So in terms of that, does pay transparency plays a big part? Macam kira kan, is it best to know?
Would you rather not know?
No, yeah.
I think personally for myself, I think it's best to not know lah. Tapi kalau terkeluar daripada mulut dia.
Drama siapa. Kau imagine tengah dinner sama-sama. I earn 5k, you how much? I earn 3k. Sekali benda sama.
Sure. Malam tak tidur.
Besok tu tak kawan saya.
Malam tak tidur.
Apa siapa? Dia ni gaji dia
Malam tak tidur.
That's true actually.
So macam you macam terfikir malam macam apa yang aku lack off macam masa gaji aku lagi rendah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Of course. How about you, Ima? What would you feel?
Personally, I feel that it's best to keep it private, right? For me, I echo what Rasul says. Tapi, yalah, like kalau if we all know and like it doesn't help me because mungkin tak boleh tidur lah kan, macam alamak, member sama dengan aku sial tapi tiba-tiba gitu kan.
Correct.
Then for me, I feel like macam it's best that I went back to my sentiment lah. It's best that we don't know. It's better to not know. Unless you're like a brand new fresh grad, then you need to understand how the industry works. Then in that context, I think it's best to know. Tapi in like, let's say just for yourself, for personal kind of comparison, I think best not to lah.
Okay. For the both of you, do you guys macam be transparent with korang punya income with your friends? With your good friends?
I think back then bila kita semua dah lepas NS dan semua dah start bekerja, I think kita pun curious pun like ada orang belajar fitness, ada orang belajar IT, ada orang belajar marine.
Kau belajar apa?
Belajar marine dulu.
Ciba?
Ya, marine bro, design kapal.
Ingat kata pasal binatang. Marine animals tak
Animals.
Dah pakai lab kot?
Mammal ke?
But what exactly was the conversation? Like, how do you guys even start it in the first place? Then awkward. Kau imagine kau duduk sama satu meja tengah nak kau roti patah. Tiba-tiba kau gaji berapa? Macam weird pun.
Okay.
How do you even
start? For me, my relationship with my kawan semua was it's actually quite rapat lah.
Right.
So in a sense whereby bila kita dah kita have at least once a week kita duduk jumpa catch up and stuff. Yeah, so end up one of them buka mulut macam, aku baru dapat kerja ni lah.
Hmm.
So sama juga aku kerja dengan dia ni, aku kerja dengan member aku lagi satu.
Okay.
Then korang gaji berapa sih?
Right.
I think for guys it's not
It's a natural conversation. Actually, for girls also, what are you trying to say?
What should I say? Yeah, so actually for guys, I think they are more open to converse about this lah.
Kita pun say, babe.
Yeah.
Come on lah.
Yeah, tapi I think guys, kita tahu bila kita kongsi, it's not to shame another person.
Right. It's not to compare lah.
It's not to compare lah.
Okay,
Just to be happy for another person also.
That's true.
I think I'm grateful for my closer circle of friends where like we are very much like we push each other forth in life.
Right.
Okay.
So with me and my boys, we very much
Jadi kawan lah. Jadi kawan.
So for us generally it's more of like they know what industry I am and both of them like they are still studying or more of a part-time side hustle kind of thing. So
Right.
For us when we talk about salary and whatnot, it's more of like, okay, you make this amount of money, okay, that's good. Like, what else can we improve on? What else can we work on? What else can we
Different level
maybe
conversation.
see like what our shortfalls for each other.
Wah,
In a
short
sense-
force. Kira macam coaching.
Because a bit like coaching, right? But it's more of like because
Okay.
for me, like I'm in the financial advisory world, right? They are more into
Right.
one is into the IT kind of world, one is into more
Marine.
of the tak sangat lah, but more of like the physical fitness kind of world. I would say.
Okay.
So whatever that we have, we just share around lah to see how systems and processes work together. Wah, dah macam betul-betul macam coaching Tapi
Yeah,
it's-
literally.
it's, so like then we just cross compare and then realize that okay, this is what can be done that I should inculcate from their industry and this is what
Right.
they should inculcate from mine. And then from there we will just see how it goes lah. And
Okay,
work.
okay.
So, yeah.
But when
But we do more monthly lah. We don't
understand.
do,
Monthly,
Monthly,
You macam mana?
Not really. I think perempuan ada macam batas sikit lah.
Kata flexible tadi.
I mean, okay, some friends are okay.
Lain.
Some friends are okay,
No lah.
but of course, when it comes to perempuan kan, when I takut ada sifat dengki tau. It's
Oh,
very
right.
judgment macam
It could be that
reaction.
also.
Yeah, especially kalau tak tahu, it becomes sometimes it can become a competition. Who's
Right.
earning more?
Is
who's
it like a
earning less.
friendly kind of competition? Like just
It
friendly?
could be,
level?
oh.
It could be
Not
or it may
be.
not be. Macam
Right.
you will never know apa orang tu rasa kat dalaman dia tau. Maybe dia dengki you, tapi you pun tak tahu, kat dalaman it's a
And
different thing.
sis, why are you friends with them? Kalau I mean,
Not really lah. That's why macam even with my close friends kan, I will just tell them the
range
the range I'm earning, never a
Right.
specific number.
Right.
Because like I agree with you guys. Some people macam sepatutnya tahu, ada yang tak patut tahu lah kan.
Right.
Yeah. So I takut macam
But you
ada,
choose lah siapa
yeah,
yang
takut
tahu.
macam kena penyakit Ain ke.
Ain ada kat sana. Dalam office.
Ain manager
Ain manager dia.
Aku bilang
Ain
dia,
yang
aku
terima
bilang
dia tau.
Betul.
Ah,
Dia
bilang
kena
dia
reject
nanti.
first time.
Dia kena reject
Pokok
first time.
nanti.
How about you, babe?
Alright.
You got share?
Actually, I do, but the thing is, my circle of friends, they are all in the same industry as I was lah previously when I
Okay.
left. So they were all teaching. So when I made the switch, I shared with them my sentiments, like why I left semua. So and they understood why. But now we are transparent. One thing is because they're my client lah, so I tahu lah their finances.
Mana fair Cik.
Kau pun, kau bukan klien kau ke?
Betul juga.
Okay, so but it's transparent because I think for I'm a clique of 3.
Okay.
So all 3 of us kita wanna strive better lah in terms of growth and everything else. So transparency in that sense, but I don't feel any competition. So
Okay,
I
that's
think we
good.
grew up together. Daripada poly, we
That's
saw
nice.
each other's growth. So from there kita macam we just support each other lah.
Okay.
So even when I join this industry, diorang pun macam support because they know our industry perlu referrals, perlu people.
Oh,
So
that's good.
yeah, that kind of
Love, this kind of
people
friends.
lah.
Okay.
But I can relate to you
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the people dengki. I think that cannot be avoided.
Yeah, kan.
So we just have to be careful lah.
Yeah.
Dia kena
Yeah.
careful.
Kadang-kadang
At the end
client
pun
nak tahu
kena
kan
choose
ya?
juga
Yeah.
choose apa yang
Correct,
you
correct,
share
correct.
also.
Yeah,
Correct. You have to choose and be mindful lah. That's the thing lah. Yep.
Tak kena pandai cari kawan yang tengok orang tu macam mana juga lah. at the end of the day.
Correct.
Okay. So when it comes to pay transparency, I dah tanya pasal kawan kan.
Okay.
How about relationship?
Yes,
And
Ayuni,
we have
let's go.
we have a married and a non-married.
We got one upcoming this month.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And then we got one also taken over here. So you have everything. Kira kalau kita buat Facebook group, semua ada different status tau.
different status.
It's complicated tak? Tak.
Okay, it's complicated
Okay, kita tengah rasa lah. Rasa baru kahwin kan?
Okay.
Yeah, you transparent with your wife in terms of
You're
your pay.
transparent. John Cena.
Eh.
Can you see
You
me?
cannot see me.
Okay.
Initially when I started kerja technician dulu, my worry was the income that I was bringing back, whether is it enough to save untuk wedding ni semua and also to go out semua lah. Because I
Okay.
think back then bila I got a kerja in diploma, it was very low because it was COVID. Yeah, so macam sialah macam rendahnya. Yeah, so that's when I started to being more vulnerable lah, just to
Sekejap.
share my ni.
Kau technician tapi kenapa kau pakai lab coat?
Aku kerja kat semicon.
Like you're a lab technician.
Yeah.
Aku yang kau lift technician tau. Or like some other
Lift, mana
technician.
pakai
Lift
coat?
technician. Exactly. That's
Dia mana
Oh, sial, you technician.
kata cikgu. Tak.
Oh, right.
So it was that one lah. It was it was a shock to me macam cukup ke nak save. That's when I became transparent about my income. Then I told her macam okay, how do we work this out? Macam mana nak save untuk wedding ni semua.
Was she earning more than you at that point of time?
Yeah, she
Oh
was.
wow. Okay, how do you feel about that?
The
The macam step in your
okay,
heart.
I think it depends on the relationship between you and your partner lah, because I know her for quite a while. So daripada secondary school dah kenal.
Okay.
So it's more of macam it's okay. I think you get there soon. I think your pace will increase down the road. Yeah, so it was that kind of relationship.
Tak apalah.
Oh, chill.
Tak ada duit makan Maggi. Tak telur sikit.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
okay.
I think it was macam that mutual friendship macam dah kenal as kawan. So anything I say pun it came back macam as a motivation also lah. Macam it's okay lah. I think down the road pun you don't plan to stay here long, then there'll be more opportunities for you.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah. But I think ultimately to me to have transparency with your partners is a must lah.
Oh, okay.
Before you jump into the
The
marriage
marriage
world lah.
lah. Okay.
Okay, so macam everything with you and your partner back then before you guys got married lah. You guys are transparent in terms of every single thing, macam loans, everything yang korang
Yeah,
ada.
definitely lah. Loans
Okay, that's
semua.
good.
Yeah, but alhamdulillah kita tak ada back then because masih muda apa.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think in terms of today's context, we are more exposed to macam ambil bank loan, credit card ni semua.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's when these things will eat up into your relationship pelan-pelan kalau you tak share lah.
That's
Betul,
true. That's
Orang
true.
tak tenang, nanti macam asal duit you semua hilang
Correct,
duit you
correct.
semua gimana?
And I think finance is a touchy situation.
Yes,
like,
very.
for you to-
literally
Sensitive
very.
correct. And then, but it can also make or break a relationship,
Yep.
kan? So you can try to just be transparent, but be mindful also of what you say.
Correct.
Jangan macam satu hari your wife shopping banyak dan you macam you banyak baju kenapa kena beli, you know. I think there must be a common ground lah kan.
Yeah,
Macam lah kau tak beli banyak baju.
Dia pula kena terbias tau.
Aku pula kena
Okay, how about Ima? You being a single man. Do
Uh,
you have a partner?
I don't.
Okay.
But what I
Tengah cari
like
ke?
for jangan
The
lah.
single guys.
So what I lack of in terms of life personal experience, I make up for the shortfall through observatory experience. So I come from a divorce background. So my parents are divorced.
Understand.
And I recently, now in my 20s, a lot of my own aunties are getting divorced.
Okay.
So around me, I'm a lot of divorced 40-year-old aunties. So that's that. But
Dang.
the point being is that
Eh.
I realized that when it comes to personal finances, right, we can talk about love, we can talk about religiosity, we can talk about all these different things. But when it comes to finance, it touches very deeply to me because
Okay.
I realized that, and this is my personal MO lah, right? Where the reason why a lot of relationships fail, I'm not a psychologist, don't quote me, but a lot of it fails is because of the lack of transparency in finances or the lack of agreement on how financials should be. There's gonna be some people who are very much, happy-go-lucky. They spend first, then they save later. Some people are very thrifty. They save first, spend later. Right? I mean, obviously, it's more nuanced than that in reality lah. Tapi when I realized that a lot of when like my own parents broke down their marriage and everything, I realized that finance was a key pillar because like one of my parents, they are very much into, they want the best for the family, right? So they really push for, the next economic status, the next financial level. Where the other parent was more of like, chill, 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 all's good, all's good. Like we're comfortable, we are surviving, it's okay. And to me, I'm not trying to say who's right, who's wrong, because at the end of the day, it's everyone's their own.
Okay,
But they just couldn't get aligned, right?
Okay.
So when that happens, in my opinion, I feel like that's where the finance part of relationships it'll break down lah. And this is also true when I see in some of my own when I meet the people on industry.
Yes, of
obviously we're
course.
always on the ground, right? I didn't expect that. I just thought it's gonna be some anecdotal kind of thing for me and me alone.
Okay.
But I realized that it's more
More common, right?
It's more common, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So to me, to get back to the question, is like I feel that finances, you need to be transparent.
Okay.
No questions asked, right? You
Betul.
have to. Tapi I can understand if maybe paisi ke ataupun maybe because let's say a stereotypical answer, like if the guy earns lesser,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Then he's gonna be like he doesn't want to tell the wife or not. Tapi my question back is, if you're earning lesser and your wife cannot accept you, maybe she's just not meant to be your wife.
Come on. Very good answer.
Right.
Very
so
good
like
opinion.
why are you chasing for a dream when like in reality
You should wake up.
people who have been to that dream has failed. I mean not failed lah, like divorce has happened.
Love
Like, what do you dream
And
about?
I'm a real life example of that in that sense. So
understand.
in my opinion, I feel that you have to ensure that your finances must be out on the cards. You have to lay your cards for this one. Like, you cannot hide. There's no risk to hide here. It's just
Betul.
literally what's on the table.
Betul. Okay, that's a very good opinion.
Detailed.
Yeah, very good and detailed opinion coming from a man who went through macam his
So
own
much lah,
experience,
correct.
Yeah, how about you, babe? Nak kahwin ni kan?
Counting down counting down
28
Thank you lah for cutting off.
27.
27, yeah.
I agree with what they mentioned, and honestly, when it comes to not only just the wedding planning lah. To me, wedding planning is just one of the hurdle that you have to go through. But what comes after the marriage? Betul tak rasa?
Betul.
Yeah.
What comes after the marriage? Because that's where the guy will provide you with nafkah.
Betul.
Lepas tu they
definitely.
have to ensure that they can provide you food and stuff like that. So it's good to be transparent so that kalau dia dalam kesusahan, kita boleh tolong.
Betul.
And even in terms of like we work as advisors kan, so we have to also tell them that there are certain parts where you have to save up for emergency fund and stuff like that. So if you're not transparent, there is every time kalau korang bawa pasal finance, it's gonna be awkward.
Ya, macam
You get me?
tak nak berbual lah pasal benda ni.
Macam
Ya.
macam even dia macam dia tahu macam I tak bilang you gaji I, tapi on that particular month I tengah sesak tau, tak dibayar. Macam mana tu?
Betul.
Imagine kalau I tak bilang you, imagine you're my wife lah. I tak bilang you, I tak cakap duit, I tak bayar bil. Tidur tak pakai kipas, tak pakai apa, macam mana tu? Kira kau kena kipasan aku lah.
Busy.
Kira Jisoo fan lah kata Bi. So busy lah. So macam mana
Jisoo fan
Jisoo kuat sikit babe. Kuat sikit. So it has to be transparent in that sense where you compliment each other kan. They kena help each other, you get what I mean? So macam I've met as advisors, I don't know whether korang pernah jumpa couples who are not transparent. It was very hard. The conversation was very hard, very restricted, very kita orang luar lagi pelik macam when you see them
Dia macam baru jumpa je. Macam jumpa like
dia
one hour
macam
ago.
I don't know my husband earn how much every month, he just provide me. So I macam okay, that's interesting, but that's interesting because I don't see it as macam, I don't think there's any problem because some people they don't want to share, which is fine to me, but I cannot really relate in that sense. But we try to be empathetic as advisors. Kita try to dengar and stuff like that. But when it comes to planning for finances, it's important to do it together. Everything you're gonna do together tau. You're gonna buy the house together, reno together. You pernah dengar ke husband and wife tinggal sebelah rumah? Tak pernah kan? Satu rumah, katil beli together. So if you're not transparent in that sense, then
it's going to be very very hard lah if you're not transparent with your partner. Macam I cannot imagine the day macam you cakap lah, like macam tak bayar bil tiba-tiba lampu
Tiba-tiba.
mati, habis tu tengah shampoo kepala ni air tak ada.
So busy. Dah keluar dah macam Hussein cerita
Bawa balik
hantu kat 5 dengan
Jisoo fan.
toilet gitu macam macam
Busy
mana kan.
Yeah.
So like it's all about communication, I feel. That's the root of everything
Correct.
lah.
Because I mean we have met clients yang not transparent with their partners,
correct.
and we can really feel dia punya renggang macam mana tau.
Betul.
Like
Dia punya
nak kena
renggang.
separate tau, nak kena separate bawa pasal finance.
Correct. Imagine
Yeah. So
nak pergi like a session together, tapi dia macam you pergi dulu nak bawa sama salary, you have to relax over there. So macam wah,
Tapi kalau in that case pun, kalau you want to move to the next step, nak buat renovation pun, it's going to be
it's
another
gonna be
issue.
hard. Correct.
Reno lagi mahal
it's
daripada
quite,
kahwin.
I don't know how they do it because kan diorang apply rumah, you need to know each other's finance
Salary,
kan.
yeah.
Betul.
Habis nak reno pun you need to know each other's salary. So macam mana? Kira bila aku tengah fill up, aku suruh dia tutup mata lah. You tutup mata, I nak tak I punya pay sekarang. Gitu macam. So macam so busy blindfold.
tiba-tiba kat tepi tu kita kena blindfold.
Kena blindfold lah. Alamak. Kira
Busy.
dia lagi transparent dengan HDB daripada dia punya wife. So macam mana tu?
Transparent dengan HDB
HDB tahu gaji aku, wife aku tak tahu. So how is that gonna work? I don't know.
But korang pernah jumpa klien macam ini tak?
I think pernah lah. I think definitely pernah.
Okay.
Ada yang
right.
macam in terms of
Yeah.
finances macam, okay, I think apa diorang transparent about is the gaji. tapi dia tak bilang mana duit tu pergi.
Yeah.
Lepas tu,
correct,
macam,
correct.
Ya, I think dia bagi nafkah lah. What Ayuni cakap,
Betul,
dia bagi
betul.
nafkah, tapi dibelin-belin. I think buat untuk kerja lah. I think some bagi untuk anak dia.
Yeah.
Tapi bila tanya pasal outstanding loans in the family, it's just a combine macam, okay lah, outstanding loan untuk renovation.
Correct.
Tapi bab gitu, lepas tu nanti the guy say, oh actually aku masih ada
Personal loan
personal loan yang my wife tak tahulah ni semua.
Correct. And I think I've known of many people out there, even I dengar macam other podcasts, when they're not transparent, right, the other party will probably use the money for other things, which can lead to the fall of the marriage.
Betul lah, of course.
Like, you know, they use it for other stuff. Maybe they, I don't know lah, maybe they have it for other things lah out there kan.
Understand.
Then because of the lack of transparency, the other party tak tahu where the money goes, the trust is not there,
Yeah,
then
that's
you know, dia
correct.
macam build up gitu.
Yeah, macam because it will definitely come a day where your wife tanya, mana duit you pergi?
Betul, correct.
Exactly like that.
Okay, if your wife ask you that satu hari macam mana? You earn 3,000, 4,000 tapi every month you cuma ada $100 balance. Mana yang lain pergi? Kau jawab. Jisoo fan 10 ke?
Nak apa siya? Wah, stun bu.
If you ask, like how you gonna react to that? Kalau there's no transparency, kau tengok lama aku pernah. Itulah bawa sebab duit kan. So if there's no transparency, then tiba-tiba satu hari your wife just bomb you that
Macam
question.
snap lah. Macam snap.
Yeah.
Would you like be angry or kau macam cuak? Cuak lah, kira dah macam dah, alamak, macam mana ni?
Dia macam, I think kalau if I have been macam spending macam lalai, I think dia macam tiba macam wake up call macam, ya Allah, apa yang aku spend unless you are doing stuff. Yeah, and then that will be a different thing lah. Tapi kalau macam in this context whereby you pay wave you belanja ni,
correct.
dan nampak orang beli kereta, you nak beli juga.
Betul.
Dan macam mana duit aku pergi
Correct.
Yeah, sometimes this conversation pun is a need juga like in the
Correct, it's a
household
wake up call lah.
Yeah.
Correct. How about you, Imal?
Can I play devil's advocate?
Sorry?
Apa?
Can I play devil's advocate for a while?
Devil's
Sure,
advocate?
kau nak jadi devil ke malaikat ke suka hati kau lah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Okay, I personally don't agree with this mentality. But it's a mentality that I've seen, from my parents' marriage and obviously as an advisor and whatnot.
Okay.
Some guys, I'm going to highlight the guys here.
Dia dah main guys
Some guys,
Dengar tu guys.
they personally they have the provider mentality.
Right.
Betul.
Right, let's start with that.
Betul.
So with
Agree.
the provider mentality, they want the best for their family members, their
Betul.
wife plus kids.
Agree.
Betul.
Okay.
Right. So what has happened is that with that, it becomes like a screwed sense because they do that without realizing that they are just spending for the family and whatnot, without actually taking into account what actually are they spending on.
Okay.
So like, I've met some guys where it's very tough for me to navigate the conversation because their argument is always, tapi aku bayar untuk anak aku apa, aku bayar untuk isteri aku apa, ni semua untuk keluarga aku apa.
Chill.
Kan?
Okay,
All of
dah-
that.
dah
Like,
sakar dah.
dah vibrate
sorry,
tu mic.
tiba-tiba.
Okay, relax.
Macam itulah.
Chill.
Like they do it with the best of intentions. Let's
Right.
acknowledge that.
Right.
But
Okay.
clearly intentions, if without proper actions, is a nullified.
Niat tak
act.
menghalalkan cara.
Betul. Jadi kalau dah macam gitu, senang cakap, that's when things start to fall apart lah. Like we are not going to deny the good intentions, but at the end of the day, kalau it becomes to the point where like macam 7,000 masuk, 7,000 boleh keluar setiap bulan.
Wow.
That is not a very
Right.
good way
That
of
would be
doing
interesting lah.
things. That's very interesting.
Right.
So to me, I feel that at the end of the day, it is best for like again for us to actually make. You have to, if you're not aware of what we have or we're not aware of what we're doing, then we will never be aware until things break down.
Wow.
That's just going to be the reality of things. It's
Dah malu
either you make an effort to realize it yourself, or when things are about to break down, then it's gonna be
Breakdown lah, not breakdance.
Tapi jangan
Should invite dia lebih lah.
Kau pun lah, kau not bad apa.
Okay,
Lain kali pakai lab coat.
Oh, lepas pakai mask. Zoom.
Baru elok sikit. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. That's a very interesting opinion. You You boleh jawab sih.
Yeah, I'm very transparent with my partner.
Right? Okay.
Lagi-lagi, I mean kita, because my partner is in this industry juga kan.
Right.
So everything is shown there.
Betul.
Faham.
Whether he's working or
Clear cut lah.
not.
Kat sana
You know
juga.
what?
Yeah. So macam no matter what, we cannot run away from each other in terms of apa yang kita ada, finances apa yang kita ada. But
Betul.
because we are in this industry, we also understand kenapa duit macam cepat habis tau. So
Right.
there will be days macam for example, kalau you are trying to hide things from me when it comes to finances, I boleh tangkap tau macam gerak-geri macam mana.
Oh.
Because we've been in this industry for very long, right? We can tell if client is hiding something from us.
Correct.
Tahu in
Apalagi
terms of
kalau partner
finances.
kan.
Yeah, especially
Betul.
kalau kita punya partner, I will definitely see it one. So that's where we learn macam okay lah, let's just be transparent. There's no, macam nak cakap tak ada, macam nak
The
cakap
perfect macam balance lah, I would say kan.
exactly. Like tak susah lah to be transparent to me honestly.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we need to be transparent, especially in this industry. Kita tak ada CPF, loans are going to be a lot, all these kind of things. Yeah.
Right,
So, yeah lah.
right.
I'm very, very transparent with my partner lah.
Could it be people are not transparent, especially for the guys, because they're earning lesser? Could it be that? Macam I earn, my wife earn more than me, so I paiseh nak bilang dia. Could it be that? It could be that, right?
It could be lah. I think guys pun ada this ego juga pada bab
Ego.
duit lah.
Yeah.
Tapi I can say some quite okay juga.
Okay with it.
Macam aku chill. Tapi some guys
Apa
daripada
kau
segi
chill?
macam aku chill.
Coach.
Relax. Aku relax je. Tapi some guys pun bab duit pun. Hello, please excuse me.
Okay. I'm listening.
So some guys daripada segi bab duit are more sensitive because of how they are brought up juga lah.
Oh, that's true. Oh, that could be it. Childhood trauma,
yeah.
like whatever Iqmal shared. I think it's interesting that we have different walks of life here, sharing with us what they feel about the topic and kelakar sebab kita semua lain-lain status kan.
Yeah, correct.
So it's very
Cool lah, interesting kan daripada lain punya konsep of understanding semua position.
Yeah,
semua.
that's interesting. Yep.
Yeah, but overall, so do you guys think that it's very good to be transparent with your partners? I think partners is important lah. It's the friends too that you have to pick and choose. Your colleagues also you have to pick and choose lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ni boleh masuk parents tapi kita we don't
Family
have
lagi.
sufficient time for that lah. But maybe next topic kan. I think it's going to be interesting because parents probably some people would feel like there is a need for it. Some people feel no because it could. I don't know. Some parents might want
Risau
to
pasal nak beli stability.
Correct.
So
So what is it?
sandwich generation
Correct. Sandwich generation. Kau sandwich ke baguette?
Aku baguette.
Baguette. Bukan baguette
Bukan.
Bukan.
Croissant.
Kau bagel. Lemping je lah. Kau lemping je lah.
Teh kosong.
Okay, kan. Alright, that will be all for our podcast today. I hope you guys enjoy the episode. Okay, so that will be all. Until next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.